if we're looking at the Bible, I take it as a history that we have learned from this. We have learned from certain things. Don't do that. Don't pray to gods. Don't. We only have one God. Yes, there's demigods. That's why I don't like using the word God. The reason why I don't like using the word God, it is referred to many things. There's a God of war. There's a God of ships. There's a God of what. There's a God of what. There's a God of what. But the moment you accept yourself and tell yourself that I'm built under the Creator, which created the seed of me being alive under my ancestral lines, there you know God, because it will avail himself as a familiar face. It will always avail itself in a familiar voice. So each and every time when you look at Christianity and traditionally, people like to split them, but it's the soul that you cannot split. It's like taking out your blood and expect you to survive. You cannot.
So are you saying Christianity and then the tradition are the same?
Traditionally and Christianity supposed to be one and one and the same thing. Supposed to. It's not, because of what the people are saying out there. Some churches are saying out there. It's supposed to be one intertwined.
You are
thing.
A traditional man, yes?
Me, I'm a traditional guy. I like traditional. I'm a spiritualist. Some people think that when you say a spiritualist is accepting spirits again. No, I'm awake in the sense of I understand the things better than the average human. I see things better than average human. I hear things better than the average human.
The things you see, the things you hear, you don't have evidence to it, right?
I cannot prove it to you like this. As much as you can tell me that oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, they make air. You tell me that.
That's for the scientists to say.
That's for the scientists to say.
I'm not a scientist.
Yes, but I'm just putting it as an example. There's things in this earth that transpires that we don't know of. Just because of you don't know it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Do you understand? So in a more traditional manner, most people like to
so it means you can choose to know.
You can choose to know.
And choose not to know.
You can choose not to know.
Okay, so why do you tell me things you know I don't know?
Because I feel like you are inclined to wanting to know. There's a person who's inclined to wanting to know, and there's a person who doesn't want to know, and that person is ignorant.
If you don't want to know, you are ignorant.
You are ignorant.
But if I want to know and I want evidence, can you prove?
Like how?
You said you heard something, you see something, you have evidence to what you saw.
In a fair sense, I'll tell you this. This capability is up to everyone. Everyone can do that. It's not chosen. But the ones who are aligned in a manner that they can manipulate it, they can do it better than me.
Okay, so if I choose not to believe, why am I ignorant? Because you don't have evidence to prove your claims.
There's a thing that I said, it's between belief and knowing. The knowing, it gives you that sense that you wanted knowledge about it.
Because now if I ask you, do you believe you are a human being, or you know you are a human being, what do you say?
I know I'm a human being. I believe that I am a human being.
Do you know you are a human being, or you believe you are a human being?
I believe I'm a human being. I know that I'm a human being.
Knowing and believing is different thing altogether, yes?
In the sense of that question.
Do you believe this is a microphone, or you know it's a microphone?
I know it's a microphone.
Okay.
I believe that it does properties of a microphone for me to know it's a microphone.
That is, listen, that is the explanation you are giving here. Believing and knowing is different thing. You understand?
Okay.
So for me, I want to know. I don't want to believe.
Yes.
But then
I want to know.
But then let me just interject here. You see, the question that you're asking here, it can be broken down in so many instances. We have been told we are human beings. We have been told, because of now when you start to come into the human psyche, now that's where you start to ask questions, right? Start to ask questions, like, because of when you say, do you believe? It's what we have been told. It's what we have been told. right? That we have been told this is a microphone. I didn't know that this is a microphone until I have been told that this is a microphone, right?
But do you know it's a microphone?
I have been told. Hence that is why I'm trying to say to you, being told, it's when you know.
The one who created it call it a microphone, right?
Exactly.
You never created anything. So the person who created it says it's a microphone. So
who created the brain?
Who created the brain? Unless the scientists answer this. I'm not a scientist.
Okay. But if you could look at it in that perspective, it means that the brain named itself.
You don't have evidence to that.
We don't have any evidence to that. Because each and everything comes to logic, and logic comes to thinking. So if you cannot put logic to things, you will always be doubtful of them.
Because the reason why I'm saying all this is because if you say you're a spiritualist or you do spiritual things, okay, it's fine. All right?
Okay.
Things you are doing, nobody knows. You understand? Nobody knows. Nobody has evidence to it.
Yes, not me speaking for him, but then we must also come to an instance where in a Christian life we have prophets.
We don't have any prophet anyway.
No, we have prophets in Christian.
Why do you say that?
We don't have any prophet anyway.
Why do you say
prophets.
that?
Like, and hence
if this traditional man, okay, can prophesy to you, and then it comes to pass, and this so-called prophets also prophesy to you, and it comes to pass, are they using the same spirit?
They're not using the same spirit.
Why?
The source is different. The source is different.
What do you mean?
Like,
the source is different.
I'm trying to understand his question. Why are you saying, are they using the same spirit?
Because what you said, you say, okay, let's say this man will go to, let's say, USA. Okay?
Yes.
And then he went to USA.
Okay.
And then somebody was saying is a prophet of Jesus Christ or Christian prophet.
Or whatever prophet it is. Let's just put prophets there.
And then he also prophesied, and then he went to USA. Why do you say this one is coming from a different spirit and yours is different spirit?
It's not the. Oh, now I get you.
No, the source is not the same.
It's not the same.
The source is not the same. You must remember them. They started first. You need to call their ancestral line.
And what do you also call?
You see now the prophets in the Bible context. What
those prophets in the Bible, we don't have it as in existence now. Forget about them.
Okay. Because I'm not a prophet. I wouldn't speak. Hence that's why.
Because there's no prophet on this earth that depicts that of those in the Bible.
But then there's some. I believe there's.
They are all Sangomas. I don't know how do you call these traditional guys?
There's
how do you call them?
There's different types of people in this traditional ways. There's Sangomas. There's Nyangas.
Okay.
And then there's the Ngunis, which are Amakwele. Those people, they know certain herbs for certain things. And then there's Nyangas.
Okay.
Nyangas deal with the human in a different form. Like if you come in a certain
all the names you just mentioned.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Okay.
I'm
all
trying
the
to
names you just mentioned.
Yes.
They are the opposite of these prophets.
They are the opposite. No, they don't.
They are the same.
How?
They are using the same thing. They are all Sangomas, whatever.
Yes.
They are the same.
Yes.
Jesus is not controlling anybody. They are doing the same thing.
Like how?
But they are covering themselves with that kashok and then acting like.
In this case, let me tell you something. In this case, being a person who sees or who hears, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to cover yourself or wear those things.
No, if the person does not
live
a certain lifestyle, okay, the Christians will not see him as their prophet.
Let me put this in this way. Everyone can tell what's going on. It's like deja vu. Let me tell you about deja vu. Prophecy is not about you being a specific person to prophesize for the rest of your life. It's an event thing.
Even when you wake up in the morning, it's a prophecy.
It's an event thing. It's something.
Even when you sleep and you wake up the next day, it's a prophecy.
It's an event thing. You understand?
First, you need to distinguish what is prophecy.
Yes,
I think that's why I'm trying to.
What is prophecy?
Yes.
Because hence that is why I'm asking you, because of you just come.
You have a point of view of prophecy that we don't understand.
So what is prophecy?
I think I must ask you first, because of you, the one who've been coming with.
You said they are the same. They just covering it.
Yes. So that if we can understand from a point of view, I think that's when we can distinguish which way you wanna go. So that I think that will be better. How, like, in which manner do you understand prophecy? Let's just in which manner
as a Christian, okay. When I watch these Christian cartoons, I mean those prophets in the churches prophesying these cartoons. I see your mother is rich. I see you are coming from this angle. I see this. You are going through this. This kind of cartoons they create in the churches. Okay, this is the kind of prophecy I'm talking about. You understand? And I'm saying this. All these prophecies are fake. They are not true. Nobody is saying anything.
That then, it's information. As you said, you said something that if you're gonna ask me something and I tell you, you'll be like, no, I told someone. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There it's information. It's not prophecy. Understand? So they use it as prophecy. Prophecy, it's something that you cannot just spontaneously go to like that, unless that you inclined to go to that in that extent. Let me give you an example.